everyone to the next edition of my story sharing project. I have endeavored to do this at this time of a lot of scary news and bad news that we are hearing during isolation. And I just wanted to reach out to my community and bring some levity to it and share some good stories. So please welcome today Olivia Meta. Am I saying that right? Meta. There we go. Olivia Meta. I met her at school. She was also a teacher of mine for a very brief moment.
Yeah.
But we were able to make a really nice relationship, and I did learn a lot from her as well. So welcome, Olivia. You have some kids that are not napping, so
yeah,
we might be in and out and a bit of editing done, but that's okay. That's how it is.
Yes, yeah, that's just the world right now. So
that's right. That's right. So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself to everyone, Olivia, and how this isolation has affected you both with your family and with work?
Okay, well, I am a registered massage therapist in a small community. I've been doing it for just over 10 years. I absolutely love my job. I have focused continuing my education in the world of lymphatic drainage. So a lot of lymphedema and post-operative care. So when everything came out with COVID, I closed my doors. She's just gonna be in the video. Say hi. I closed my doors pretty much right away before anything was said, just because most of the individuals that I see are immune compromised. They're currently going through chemotherapy, radiation, or they've had recent or upcoming surgeries that are just more critical. So I closed pretty soon. Like I was only back to work after my maternity leave for about 3 weeks before I had to stop working.
Wow.
Which it was, I want to say it was a hard decision, but it was an easy decision because because of the nature of the work that I do. And then I'm a mom, so I have 2 young kids. This is Ainsley, she is 1, and I have a 4-year-old son named Carson. And my husband is in the essential worker field, so he is a plumber. So he works from the house as much as he possibly can. Fortunately, he does a lot of pricing and things like that he can do from home. But there is some essential jobs that need completed that he needs to leave the house for. So I'm working from home teaching every day remotely, and then he's gone and I'm doing that with the kids. So it's been a challenge.
For sure.
It's been a challenge. Yeah.
And how are you dealing with him coming in and out? Because obviously there would be some fear around him being exposed.
Yes. So that was a big fear of mine. Our kids both, especially my son, both have history of respiratory issues. So I was really concerned. I mean, you're concerned anyways, but you add you add young kids into the mix and it just brings a whole other element to it, right? So or just anyone that's immune compromised in general. So when he comes home, we live in a bungalow and you can go in the side door and go right down to the basement, and that's where our washer and dryer are. So he goes right down to the basement and he puts his clothes in the washing machine, he comes up and he showers, and he's not allowed to essentially say boo until that's done with.
Right.
So yeah.
We do what we can do. Yeah.
I mean, what else do you do, right?
Okay, so you certainly have a plan for when your husband comes home.
Yeah.
And the things you need to do, and you are able to teach online. Are you able to do anything with your massage practice at this time?
Not really a lot. Like I'm sending out monthly newsletters, but I was doing that beforehand. So now it's just essentially containing that update about the closure still taking place. No, honey, not right now. Just 1 second. And other than that, just any kind of communication has been people reaching out to me. But like I said before, for the most part, a lot of the individuals that I treat do have some form of immune suppression. So there hasn't been a lot of reaching out because honestly, I think they're just scared to even think about anything other than just staying home. Like it can be so overwhelming for everyone, let alone somebody who has that much to worry about. Like even simple things like things coming back from their grocery store. So the last thing on their mind is any kind of treatment. Mm-hmm. And it's sad because you work so hard, especially individuals that have lymphedema. If they have a very large limb, you work like persistently to get that down, and they have to be very compliant in their home care to be successful in that outcome. So you get to a certain point, and that costs a certain amount of money for them.
Right.
And then to think like how long this gap is going to be, like a lot of them don't go more than a week or two without a treatment. So like it's already far like further surpassed any of their comfort levels. So I mean, I send out and I reach out and just give some tips on self-massage and things like that.
Yeah.
I may actually record a video and send that out as well, because we do go over all of it in clinic, but when they know they're seeing you regularly, I know they're less likely to be as compliant, and that's quite obvious when you see someone, right? But yeah, so it's just, it's hard. And then with teaching every morning and the kids, and my son's in JK, so stuff to do with him with school and home maintenance, everything. I've got a whole lot of time left. So
yeah. Well, and what you're saying about the clients, I know it can be hard. Like the clients that do the home care certainly progress better, but maybe with us being all confined, maybe they will do more things because they're not distracted by outside things. So
exactly, and they don't have any other option.
Yeah, but I think you doing the self massage techniques in a video or something like that would be amazing. Not only for your clients that have lymphedema, but I think almost for everybody, because I'm sure everybody is sitting so much more than we normally would. You know, we can only go walk the dog a little bit and walk around the house as much as we can. So I think there's going to be a lot of circulation issues at the end of the day with all this.
Well, even just the self-care aspect of it, right? Like taking a few minutes at the beginning and the end of every single day to do something that's focused on your body and the awareness of your body can be very powerful. So yeah, definitely I need to do that. So I'll do that soon.
Yeah, we have to practice what we preach, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we are looking at both sides of the coin. So these are some of the challenges that we've been having and what we're dealing with. But a lot of good has come out of this situation too, a lot of good stories. So I'm tasking everyone just to share with us a good story or an uplifting story that maybe you've experienced or you've seen, if you'd like to do that.
I'm sure I have watched some of your other videos, so I'm sure this is a little bit repetitive, but I honestly, the amount of communication that's happening now, people are just listening so much better and they're reaching out so much more, and it's amazing. Like a little goes a long way, and it's heartwarming to see how capable we can be in communities to support one another. I think it's awesome. In our the small town that I live in, there's like people are posting pictures up in their windows, and there's like townwide scavenger hunts and just ways of boosting everyone. And that's something that then like I get my son involved in, and he'll make messages and put them on the window, so then he knows that like he's aware of what's going on, but he's still able to communicate. So it's adding a whole other level of like education and awareness to my children as well, which is amazing. Something that I wouldn't think about talking to him about contamination and sterilization, all these things. Like, of course, you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands, things like that he's more than aware of, but nothing more than that. So we had to have some conversations that I think that'll really help with his development overall, which is nice.
And that awareness piece, right? Not only of our health and cleanliness, but of communication and the importance of community and all those things.
Even on I'm currently teaching in like a newer class, and the bond that can then happen at such a young, I want to say young age, that sounds awful. Like within the spectrum of the program, at an early point in the program, the communication is just unreal. Like there's just a connection because they're relating on a level that you don't usually relate to someone on in such a short amount of time. Right? Like gathering all your resources and leaning on one another and supporting each other, and it's uplifting, and it encourages me to do my job every day. So it's helpful.
Awesome. That's awesome. And well, I'm sure they're thankful, but I think it's wonderful for teachers that are able to do this online, especially at a college level. When timing is so huge for us, and especially for those final exams and things. It's stressful enough,
Oh, yeah. You don't want to add any unnecessary stress into anyone's life, and it's Because of the stress of like when you first get into certain physiology, or when you first do like when you do your first OP, like all these things that happen in massage therapy school. When you first go into school, I don't think everyone's aware of all the education that's required to do what we do. So to have that shock and not have the comfort of being able to talk to your instructor in person, that's been interesting to navigate.
I bet. Yeah. So do you have any tips or ideas or suggestions for people during this time of isolation and to prepare for what it's going to be at the other end of this isolation?
I would say listen to your body. Listen to your body. I think we tend to, oh my goodness. Hey, what's your body telling you right now? Hey, your body telling you that you're getting a tooth maybe? I think so often we push through what our body's telling us and we don't listen to it because we're just busy in life. What's wrong? Yeah, life just gets busy. And that's a lot of the time, I think, when chronic injury persists, because we're just not listening to ourselves. We're not slowing down. We're not adjusting what we're doing because we stick with what we know. So I'm hoping that by people, not everyone, obviously there's a lot of essential workers that are now busier. But for those who are able to slow down, what's wrong? What are you looking for? How is COVID affecting our daily life? I'm just kidding. But hopefully
on camera.
Yeah. Well, she's getting, she does this almost every morning with me for teaching. So, but yeah, hopefully by people slowing down and realizing what sitting and not moving does to your body, and realizing that before having the privilege of moving every day, hopefully you want to harness in on that. I've been on bed rest in hospital for a prolonged period before, and what that, like the knowledge and the, I guess, like power that gives you once you are given it back, it can be so empowering. So I hope that there is a little bit of that comes out of all of this. So yeah, I would just, this piece of advice is listen to your body now and try and hold on to that once life moves forward again. Right.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things here that has forced us to slow down and reflect and learn about ourselves. And I hope that we'll all be stronger going forward. It's certainly going to be a different world, and we are definitely changed going through this as well.
Yeah, it's, I hope it's, I know that it's going to be an empowering experience as long as everybody allows it to be. I mean, we might as well get something powerful out of it and positive out of it. So
Yep. Well, there's always the two sides to everything, right? So,
yes.
Good. Got the whole family almost there.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, I don't think my husband would fit in this screen.
My dad's at work.
Yes, Daddy's at work.
So what I am tasking everyone with is to share their favorite joke, pun, or anecdote.
So I'm going to tell a joke. Do you think you'll get it?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to listen to the joke. Okay, so I am not going to tell jokes.
That's okay.
I just come across as incredibly awkward, but I'm going to try. And we will base it around kids here who don't like to nap. So can we say that a child that doesn't like to nap?
I do, but I don't want to do it at nighttime.
Let me tell my joke. Can we say that a child that doesn't like to nap is actually resisting arrest?
Brooklyn. Good one. That's good. That's good. Yep.
What all I got.
That's all right. Thank you for your time and your patience.
Yes, thank you for your patience as well. I appreciate it.
No worries. I look forward to being able to see everybody again and connect and just
we'll have to get
this big party at the end of the day.
Yes, agreed.
It will be nice to have our clients back, to have our friends back, and our family back.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I miss that interaction so much. Right? Like, you know how much you love what you do and how much it drives you forward until it's not there.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for everybody watching. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more, I do have more videos on my YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook channels and the RMT, as well as my website. I'd like to thank Olivia, for your time today, and all of you for watching. And until next time, be blessed and be a blessing to everyone else. Thanks, Olivia.
Bye. Thanks so much, Anne. Oh my gosh.
Is this what teaching is like?
Oh yeah. That's why this isn't phasing me. So I'm like, this is just my life right now.